Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel, Inday Milagro. So, for today's vlog guys, magtitell na ako ng story about my life at bakit nandito ako sa Manila for the past 23 to 24 years. So, and paano ako nagkaroon ng mga past relationship and paano ko na-survive ang heartbreaks, paano ako nakatapos ng pag-aaral ko kasi alam nyo naman or kung sa hindi pa nakakaalam na galing talaga ako sa masasabi kong pinakamahirap sa pinakamahirap na pamilya na kailangan mong magbanat ng buto bago kayo kakain ng 3 beses sa isang araw. So, when I was in my elementary, I can say or I would say na lagi akong nag-excel sa akademiko. And that's the reason why I always give an honor to my parents kasi lagi ko silang pinapaakyat ng stage, and I was also a consistent honor student when I started studying since elementary, high school, and even college. So, dumating na ako sa mga point na napunta ako sa mga relatives ng mama ko in a different places para lang mag-aral at para mapagpatuloy ko yung aking pag-aaral kasi alam ko naman na hindi ako masusuportahan ng mama ko kung magsistay lang ako sa side niya. So, nag-decide ako kasi gusto ko matupad yung pangarap ko and gusto ko talaga na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. That is why, after my high school, nagtrabaho muna ako for 2 to 3 years bago ako nag-college, and dito na po ako sa Manila nag-college. So, nung nag-college ako, marami din akong struggles sa life, and nagtatrabaho ako during the night and then nag-aaral ako during the day, and I studied business marketing management. So, natapos ko yon pero marami akong pinagdaanan sa buhay, like yung working student ka at the same time. So, pero tiniis ko yon dahil nga may pangarap ako hanggang sa natapos ko yung pag-aaral ko. And then, after ng pag-aaral ko, my first job actually ay naging salon hairstylist ako. Hindi ako agad nagtrabaho sa corporate world kasi syempre sa kagaya ko na belong sa third sex or belong sa LGBT community, yung first love ko talaga since then ay maging isang professional hairstylist. So, may tita ako na talagang tumulong sa akin kung paano ako nag-start sa pagtatrabaho sa salon. Nagtrabaho ako na tagabantay ng salon niya, and at the same time tumutulong din ako sa business niya sa bar kasi dalawa yung kanyang business, isang bar tsaka isang salon. So isa ako dun sa mga nabigyan ng opportunity na magbantay ng salon, and at the same time tumutulong din ako sa bar nila. And then after that, since meron nga talaga akong determination, pinaaral niya ako sa David Academy. That's why na-enhance ko talaga yung skills ko sa pagiging professional senior hairstylist, at nagtrabaho ko sa David Salon for almost 4 years. But prior to that, marami din akong trinabahuan na salon. Una kong trinabahuan na salon ay ang Pink Salon sa Life Homes Pasig City, and then na destino ako doon sa after dun sa Life Home sa Pasig, na-destino din ako sa another branch namin ng Pink Salon sa harap ng Star Mall sa may Mandaluyong. And tumagal din ako doon. And then right after that, nag David Salon ako for almost 4 years. Tapos naging stylist ako naging senior stylist din ako sa ano bang salon na to, nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan. Yung pinaka-last na salon ko na pinasukan, na ay nag-fresh salon pa pala ako sa Mandaluyong. And then yung last ko yung sa May Bunga, Pasig City. Hindi ko na matandaan kung ano yung pangalan. Pero yung pinaka-last ko, bago ako nag-enter ng BPO industry. But bago ako nag-BPO industry, pumasok din ako as an admin supervisor sa Makati, sa RCBC building. So, after that, since yung pinasukan ko na company ay na-close. So, that's the time na I started working in a BPO industry. I started as an agent and I've been to 3 or 4 companies. So, lahat ng mga skills ko, lahat ng mga learnings ko, lahat ng mga experience ko aside sa pagtatrabaho, mga experience ko na heartbreak sa pag-ibig, kasi nga syempre bata ka pa, and maaga pa kami nawala ng father, so parang nagkaroon ako ng tinatawag na father figure. So lahat ng mga naging jowa ko ay mas matanda sa akin ng either 5 or 6 years or 4 years, ganun. And yung pinaka second ko na naging boyfriend is yung foreigner, na mas mahaba yung gap namin kasi I was just like 27 and he was 37. It's 10 years gap during that time. So, ayun, after that, ang last ko ay 7 going to 8 years ang long-term relationship. And lahat naman sila na masasabi ko namang minahal nila ako is just that hindi lang talaga kami siguro meant to each other kasi may nakalaan talaga para sa kanila. So, parang tinanggap ko na rin sa sarili ko na hindi talaga mag-work yung relationship ng isang tao kung hindi talaga kayo meant sa isa't isa. And of course, syempre mga straight talaga yung naging mga ex ko. Siguro, naghahanap din talaga sila ng tunay na babae, ganun. Although, naramdaman ko naman yung pagmamahal nila, yung cares nila para sa akin. And one thing na masasabi ko talaga na naramdaman ko yung tunay, at up until now na kahit naghiwalay kami, binalikan niya pa rin ako, pero hindi na ganun ka intense yung pagmamahal namin kasi nga meron na siyang asawa sa Amerika. Pero kahit pa paano naman ay pinapadala niya ako ng hindi naman consistent, pero pinapadala niya ako kahit pa paano ng allowance hanggang ngayon. So naghiwalay kami noon, it was 2016 or 2015 kami naghiwalay. Yung relationship namin lasted for 4 years nung American boyfriend ko. Then after namin maghiwalay, nagkaroon ako ng another boyfriend, which is yung pang last 3 ko na pangatlo kong boyfriend. And then naglast yung relationship namin as for almost 7 going to 8 years, and live-in kami together. Same din yun sa first boyfriend ko na 11 years kami. 10 going 11. So, siguro masasabi ko na it's a part of growing sa lahat ng mga experiences ko sa buhay. But I'm very thankful kasi, and grateful na nakilala ko sila kasi they are the reason why I become so independent, so smart, so hardworking, and sila din yung dahilan kung bakit ako naging very strong in life, na kahit anong mangyari, kung ano man yung mga struggles ko sa buhay, challenges ko sa buhay, siguro pinagtibay ako ng panahon. Up until now, nagpapasalamat pa rin ako sa kanila. Although, in some way, nasaktan nila ako in a different way. Pero, pinatawad ko na sila and then I move on and focus on myself, loving myself. And right now, since yung mama ko ay nag-pass away na, this time around naman is I need to love myself and I need to work hard for myself, just for my future. And I'm so happy that God is always there to guide me. And right now, I am very, very happy and thankful. I'm very happy and I'm always enjoying my work because God gave me another opportunity for me to get back to work in a BPO industry. And right now, I'm still, I'm still starting to grow. I'm still, starting to get the gist of it. And hopefully I can be productive more, I can save more. And I know naman I'm still young and I'm not closing any doors to someone who wanted to get my attention, but as of the moment I would say na I'm not yet ready to have a commitment because of my my traumatic experience with my past relationship, most especially my last relationship, because I've been given a lot, everything I have for my last relationship, and it was really traumatized for me to get back again to a commitment because I needed to start from the beginning. I needed to start from the scratch. So I don't want to experience that anymore. I think it's better for me to be single rather than to have a headache. But of course, hindi naman lahat ng lalaki is the same ng character, the same ng ugali. But of course, nandun ako sa situation na if I'm going to accept a relationship or a commitment, I want to make sure na that's gonna be the last one. Ayun. And hopefully, God will give me a sign and He always there to guide me in any way. Ayun. So, yun lang guys ang aking masishare sa inyo as of the moment. And of course, with regards to my career, I'm working now, going back again to the BPO industry, and I'm loving it, and I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity that opens me this year. And hopefully, I can save more, and I can start up another business ventures, hopefully in the province. And right now, what I am praying is to save more, as wanted to have a proper capital for my next venture for my business to open this year. If not this year, but maybe in the next following years. But ayun, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will subscribe me not only on my YouTube channel, but of course to my business page. That's that's Jen's Beauty Salon, because I have my salon business here. But of course, appointment lang siya for Saturday and Sunday, which is my day off. And of course, lahat ng services ay makikita ninyo sa aking business page, and bisitahin niyo lang ang aking business page, ang Jen's Beauty Salon and Spa, and of course ang aking official Facebook, ang Inday Generator. Thank you so much guys, and see you on my next vlog. I love you all mga palangga. This has been your Inday Generator. I love you all, and bye for now.